different positions. You think in center, left, short, second, pretty much?
Yeah, he just adds so much versatility to us because he can play so many other positions, and he is so athletic. Kind of see how this camp goes a little bit, but I'm going to definitely expose him to some other spots as well, and whether it's outfield, we'll obviously stay at shortstop as well, maybe move to second base a little bit, but we just kind of want to keep our options open with him.
You're pretty confident with his ability to do that, just with how good of an athlete he is, how fast he is. I know there are challenges at every new position, but it seems like he might have a step ahead than other guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's done it in the big leagues before too, and that's really helpful. He's been a shortstop his whole life, but when he was in San Diego, he was a defensive replacement in the outfield. I remember when we first come off waivers, I think I played him at third base a couple of games. He's played second base in winter ball this last year, so he's done a little bit of everything.
You get Kaleb Ort yesterday. You had Crook the day before. You have a lot of relievers. Are you going to be able to get in important innings for these guys where you can really judge them once the games start?
Yeah, I think so. And we have 4 split squads. That's helpful in that area, but we don't have a very big camp, and so I think that the innings is going to be. Then we'll find innings for everybody to evaluate them properly.
Cole Irvin's going to do a BP today, and he told me how much he worked in the offseason physically to lose weight, to work on different pitches. How excited are you to see what he's been able to do?
Yeah, no, I mean it's he's huge for us from being a rotation candidate and being left-handed, a guy that's pitched well. He had his moments last year, pitched well in Oakland for a couple of years before that. But I like the adjustments he's making, and looking forward to watching him pitch this spring.
We saw Stowers yesterday have a pretty good at-bat against CNL, left on left. He had a weird kind of year last year, got hurt, got hit in the face, but still put up good numbers in the minors. What are you looking for out of him? It's the guy that made your opening day roster last year.
Well, he's got to compete. I mean, we're a pretty talented group, and so with the 3 primary outfielders coming back, there's always things always happen throughout camp, and we're looking for bench bats or guys that can platoon or guys that can step in and start. So he's just in the mix for one of those guys that's competing for a major league job.
Is it going to be the typical message you give a guy like that, or others if they don't make the club, is just stay ready because we're going to constantly be bringing guys up?
Yeah, I mean the roster changes constantly, so you always have to be ready, and all of our guys are aware of that.
You like that friendly competition and maybe the mindset of not just Stowers but also Cowser and Kjerstad and the way that they compete kind of on and off the field? Yeah,
I mean they're all buddies too. But we're just so much more talented than we've been in the past, and have these guys at this level for a lot of teams right now. They probably might have more major league time, honestly. But we're a talented group, and that's what good major league teams have. And looking forward to seeing all these guys compete this spring.
Jackson says he's really looking forward to doing what he can to make the opening day roster and find whatever role really he can, but be up here. What do you want to see from him this spring? What is key for you to say, all right, yeah, you're ready?
Well, first I just want him to go relax and play and not worry about expectations or what people are really saying about him or our team, honestly. I just want him to showcase himself and go play, and we're going to move him in 2 different spots and get a little bit more second base, some more time at second base to get him more comfortable. But he's still 19 years old. He's a really talented kid, and we're just going to take a long look at him this spring.
Is it too early to ask who's going to start the
Sure
first
it is.
game?
What's the question?
Yes.
Yes.
Cedric Mullins last year, it seemed like he was hampered by the injuries the second half, but the first 2 months he looked like kind of the Cedric Mullins that you had in 21. How confident are you that if he can stay healthy that he's going to be that type of player?
Well, when Ced's healthy, it's game changing for us. Just what he brings, the defense for me is Gold Glove defense in center field, but offensively, the ability to get on base, steal, hit for power. The first couple months last year, he got on base, he scored, and so we love the depth in our lineup and how deep we are, and for me, Ced, the kind of player Ced is how he was those first couple months, and just staying healthy is a huge key.
You gotten to see Seth Johnson throw out here at all yet?
Have I seen him throw out here?
Yeah. What are your just early thoughts on him? Obviously, he was here last year, but still was recovering from the Tommy John.
Yeah, coming off Tommy John.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever pitched above high A or double A. Little double A. So, huh? One game in double A. So, it's a guy that's got a really, really good arm that missed a full year, and the rehab has gone extremely well. And he's throwing the ball really well out here. So, really talented kid.
Your farm system is top ranked mostly because of these great infielders, position players. But do you feel like the kind of crop of minor league arms you have might be a little bit under the radar, just from what you've seen from some of these guys like Seth and Cade and Chase?
Yeah, I think the three guys we got back from in trades, they all have really good fastballs. The secondary stuff is outstanding, and so for me it's just the time. They need innings, they need outings, they need to move up levels and dominate levels, but they're big futures with us, and that's just a matter of time.
You see a young pitcher, what gets you more excited? Like really good stuff, or like if you can see when they're young having that pitchability? I mean, I'm sure you would love having both, but what really kind of gets you like maybe salivating when you see a young pitcher? Is it that stuff?
Well, I think the stuff was what stands out first. I mean, you're watching bullpens and those type of things, but I don't like walks, so or behind in the count. So I think guys with big stuff that learn command later. I think that's pretty normal. I think some guys do and some guys don't. We really have a lot of trust in our pitching department where we can help get guys with big stuff in the strike zone. You've seen that with a couple of our relievers that made all-star teams. But yeah, I'll take a little bit of both.